welcome back to the lab. This is Chemistry. I go by the name of Miles. Over there is
Marcel Williams, aka Marcel the Maker.
Oh, okay. Hey, man, I just wanted to double check. I ain't know if you gave up already.
I didn't give up yet. I'm still feeling it. You know, M Maker Marcel. I don't know.
Okay, well, today's topic, Marcel just told me what he wants to talk about.
I want to talk about my good buddy Miles. I just want to see what's on his mind, what he's got going on. I don't have any questions. It's going to be a very awkward interview. It's going to be a very awkward episode.
Very awkward already. Cause
if you're watching this, you probably should already used to it. So whatever. Yeah, man. So my buddy got a lot going on, man. Like
what?
So you'll be 30 this year.
I will be 30 in July.
Man, how's that feel?
It feels, I don't know, man. That's a good question. It feels like a benchmark. Like 30 was definitely one of those numbers, those ages for me where, you know, I wanted to be in a certain place in my life, and
Where'd you want to be?
Like, my only answer is not where I am.
No, well, we don't know that. No, now we do.
Where I am. Oh, okay.
Oh, man. I'm just playing. No one is really where they want to be when they turn 30.
I mean, I wanted a family young. I wanted a kids and wife like real young, like in my early 20s. Obviously, I wanted.
How many kids you want?
My answers are, because girls always ask. My answer is always however many the girl wants.
That's a weird answer. You don't know how many kids you want? Like,
well, the girl has to have them, so it's like
she married you. You get a choice in it, like to some degree.
Yeah, to some degree, it's like it's not to me. As long as more than one, I just don't want a single, only child.
Well, I feel.
You're not okay. I was about
no.
Yeah, only child sucks. All right.
Yeah.
People who are only child
selfish.
I'm sorry, man, but
no people skills.
Not saying I have some good friends who are only childs, but most of the only childs I've come across suck. Absolutely bastards. So
I could see that.
I need my kid to have a fucking sibling. So at least 2 is how many I want. But that and then my career as well. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be not even, you know, famous or nothing, but established as far as being able to make money like off of my career and stuff, and I'm still not there. So it's like this 30-year-old.
Why aren't you there?
Why am I not?
Yeah.
Be specific. Why am I not?
Why are you not there? Why are you not rich and famous? You know, why are you not directing the next DC movie? I don't know, comedy movie or whatever. Why are you not where you want to be? What do you think the reason is?
Why am I not where I feel like this is payback or something.
This is not, whoa.
Like,
these are just questions.
Yeah, I just feel like I asked you these questions.
Man, no, you didn't. Look, I don't remember if you did. I'm just curious.
It just feels so much like, yeah, motherfucker, you asked me, huh? You asked me all my thoughts.
No, I'm just curious.
I get you. Okay.
You know, that's all. I'm sure others are too.
Why am I not where I am? It could be a number of reasons, man. The first reason that popped up in my head is because I feel like I'm not trying to be what everybody else is. I don't look at this industry how everybody else looks at it. So the best example I can give you is Tyler Perry. Like, Tyler Perry put his entire company on, like, as a brand. Like, he didn't come up starring in somebody else's stuff and, you know what I'm saying, work his way to have his own. But no. Tyler Perry put his own. 3 years after his first film, Diary of a Mad Black Woman, he had a studio.
Yeah, that's crazy.
3 fucking years. He put himself on. He was the sole, you know what I'm saying, producer and sole creator of these things. And, you know what I'm saying, that's how you know, the empire that he has now is. That's more so the route that I'm trying to take. I'm not trying to, you know, audition and be in other people's projects and then, you know what I'm saying, work my way up the ladder and all of that. It's like I'm trying to put SVS on as a whole, and that's a very hard thing to fucking do. I feel like it's hard just to make it in this industry, just trying to be an employee, but putting yourself on as a boss, you slim the chances like even more. And I haven't diverted from that. Like I haven't,
you haven't
been like, oh, okay, well, let me just try to be a videographer, or let me just try to do sound, or let me just try to be a gaffer, let me just try to write for somebody, let me just try to direct moves. No, I'm literally trying to put this entire SVS movement on, and that's very hard. So that can definitely be one of the reasons. Another reason is
was the last word you said. Just waiting on you. That's how conversations go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You finish your thought.
Finish them. Then I'll.
I don't know. Another why am I not? I haven't sacrificed that. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't, and I don't ass kiss either. I'm not. I really don't. I really don't ass kiss. And then if you don't ass kiss, you're not gonna get far in this industry. It's very hard for you to get further in it. It's gonna be harder for you to get further in this industry if you don't ass kiss. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of people we know to just ass kiss and like still who? Ain't even far, huh?
I say like who? Who do you know?
Oh, it's just people in general.
Oh, I thought you knew somebody.
Oh, honestly, I can't think of nobody off the top of my head, but can you? Seem like you can.
I'm thinking of somebody.
Oh, who?
People. Just people.
Seemed like you said somebody, not
some people.
So you know multiple people.
I do.
Kiss.
Hey man, that's why I ain't made it.
I'm not ass kisser. Man, and that's
we don't get along.
That's another reason, man. And I mean, another reason is, I learn as I go. A thing I was thinking to myself about. So Jay-Z went on the Breakfast Club and he had a quote that he said about like going over the hill, as far as like being the first one over the hill. And when you're the first one over the hill, you know what I'm saying, you get attacked. You see everything, you know what I'm saying? You see, oh damn, it's 500 people over there. They got guns, they got bazookas, they got fucking landmines right here. It's, you know, they got this many people, there's generals, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's all of this. And then you go back over the hill like, hey nigga, it's a lot over there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is a lot of shit. Like this is what you're about to go into. And I feel like I've been that my whole career. Like I've been the first person to go over these hills and like kind of by myself. Like I haven't had the necessary help essentially, like on the back end as far as the behind the scenes stuff. It's always just been me going over the hill and seeing this shit and then coming back over, trying to readjust and then going back over and then going back over. You know what I'm saying? Just that whole back and forth. So like I said, like the first 7 years of me out of these 12 years that I've been doing this, I didn't have any help. I didn't have any any mentors or any friends that are in filmmaking and stuff. And then even when I started to get those, it took like 2-3 years to really, find some solid people who will help and all of that good stuff. So it's like those 10 years, I'm going in blind. I'm going in trying to figure shit out, and I'm just doing it through experience. So I feel like I'm just taking a very long, extended road to get to where the fuck I want to be.
You okay with that? You good with it?
Am I cool with it? I think I understand it. I don't know if I'd say I'm like, oh yeah, man, so everything's good.
That's true. I feel those are two different things. But.
Yeah, it's like I understand why my journey has been the way it's been. And I don't know how I would have been able to change it because of how I started. I don't look at myself like the rest of these motherfuckers, man. I didn't wake up and say I want to be a director. Like I didn't say, oh, I want to write and I want to direct and all of this crap stuff. All the people that I know now I'm joking, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting up and making videos about sweater vest swag, you know what I'm saying? I'm hopping around school in a fucking sweater vest. I'm rapping, making parodies about fucking sweater vests and shit. And then it just kind of grew from there. So it wasn't always just in 2010, I didn't wake up and say, okay, I'm going to be a director and then start working towards being a director. Like the whole route that I took was, I felt like it was necessary. Like it was necessary for me to get to this point. I needed to take that. So it's like I'm understanding of it rather than I guess cool about it. Actually, no, I think I am cool with it. I am cool with it.
Okay.
I don't think.
So, any regrets? I guess that's the next question, man. Do you have any regrets along this journey? Like anything you would have did differently? Like 2 years ago, years ago, I would have never touched what's her face or did this. Or I would have never met up with old boy. Anything you just regret?
I always say no regrets. You know what I'm saying? I always say no regrets because you needed to learn those lessons. But are there lessons that stand out to me that make me cringe and not wish I didn't do, but those were just some hard lessons. There we go. Not regrets, just those were some hard lessons. Fucking right. One that tops off on my mind is literally doing the benefit list, man. The benefit list was a mistake. The benefit list should not have fucking happened.
What was wrong with that? I mean, you tell me some details.
Yeah, the benefit list really genuinely should not. The benefit list was a whole I don't know the word, but it was a mistake. So the benefit list was born out of like some dumbassness. Like, so these people came to me to write a film for them. I wrote the film. We couldn't agree on the way the film was written. So they were like, hey, will you just go write a film and then we'll fund it? So I wrote that film.
What did they disagree about? Like, what they
in that project? We didn't even get past, we met up and we didn't even get past like the first 2-3 pages.
Oh, dang.
We were stuck on the character had a roommate and they felt she shouldn't have had a roommate. And I felt she should. And we just could not fucking agree on
why? What was the significance? Was this a whole different script, obviously?
Yeah, this was a whole different script.
Like, what was up with the roommate thing? What did that matter?
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you, to be honest. Like,
okay.
Why? But I could. But this was 4 years ago. I wish I could, but I just remembered him wanting. I think they wanted her to stay with her mom rather than having a roommate. But I don't know. I wish I could fucking remember. But I just know we spent like an hour talking about this fucking roommate, and it was like we weren't coming to a compromise about it. And so, yeah, from there, they just told me to go write my own script and they'll fund it and like they'll, back off type deal.
That sounds amazing.
It does, but that wasn't the case. Like they didn't do that at all. It was a fucking trap. So I wrote the benefit list and it was just pretty much issues from the day one with the benefit list. Like the whole reason the person even has a mask on in the benefit list is because they wanted him to have a mask, like some unique mask, and it was just some goofy ass mask. So the mask that they bought wasn't even a wearable mask. It was a mask that you put up on a wall and shit. So it was
wow.
Yeah, it wasn't.
These people, was this their first project or something?
I'm gonna say yes. They did a project like 20 years ago, but this was like supposed to be their re-entry into the filmmaking world and shit. So it was just like a bunch of dumbass shit like that I had to fucking deal with the benefit list. It was. Genuinely, it was the most stressful shit. The benefit list was the most stressful. The benefit list and college graduation were the most stressful projects I've ever fucking done. But the benefit list was unnecessarily stressful. So it's like, and the benefit list is literally, it's one of my best fucking films. But every time I think about it, I just cringe. It's like, ugh. Like I literally hate that fucking film. I hate that film for what I had to go through to fucking make it.
Dang. Yeah, you ain't doing that again.
At all. 8 days. We paid the sound. The budget was $10,000. Filmed it in 8 days. The budget was $10,000. We had to spend $2,000 on getting Ireland and fucking Shannon here, and we spent $4,000 on the fucking sound guy.
Really?
So that leaves.
You didn't have no other options.
$4,000 left. This is why we don't work with him to this day, but he kind of stuck us up at the end. Like, we didn't have no time to find somebody else.
Dang.
Knowing what.
That's dirty. Dang.
But this goes back to the friends and business. Like me and DeMarcus were like pissed because it was like, damn, like we working with him since 2015. You know what I'm saying? We done did a whole bunch of stuff with him, and then I'm literally telling him on the phone like, hey, we literally don't have enough to pay you this. Like we can't. I'm telling him, I'm giving him the budget. Like I'm showing him, bro, this is what the money's being spent on. This is the budget. Like we can. It was no like. It was just like, well, no, that's what I can do. It's like the lowest I can go is this. It's like, fuck. So now, and then it was, we originally talked about the rate for 12 hours, and then he changed it to 10 hours.
Yeah.
So we're literally for 8. That's why it was a really 10-day shoot. But for the purpose of money, I had to take away 2 days of filming just to be able to finish the fucking film. So it was, look, when I say the benefit of this is really a miracle. The fact of how it came out, how it came, is fucking amazing. That goes to Ireland, Shannon, and Aiden, and the fucking cast. Like, that cast is definitely one of the best casts I've ever worked with. I wish they didn't have to work in those conditions, but yeah, like that, just, it was just a fucking mess. That's the one movie I wish didn't exist on my fucking catalog. Because of how much I don't fucking like it.
Well, okay. Well, what about a good one, man? You got any projects you did like that you don't feel that way about, or what about the opposite feeling?
That I don't feel away. Well, that's hard too, man. I mean, my favorite project that I've ever done is definitely. Oh, well, let me say it. The project that means the most to me is probably my first film. It's definitely College Life, just because it was the first, and I always say like how I made that was, it was rare. Like I made that with literally like my closest friends at college. We're just literally filming, having fun, and you know what I'm saying, got a film at it. Not saying it was some stressful times there too, but it was still just it was the most fun I had making a film. No other film have I had as much fun as I did.
That's saying a lot
with making. But even the sets you've been on with me, like with these films, they're fun for everybody else, not always fun for me.
Of course, you take the burden of everything.
I'm the martyr. I take the hit of everything. So it's like, yeah, I'm glad people have fun. Even like on the benefit of this, people, I was like, oh, we had so much fun and all that crap. It's like, I'm so thankful for that.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the worst experiences I've ever had making a fucking film. So when it comes to my films, that people are like, oh yeah, they have fun on set. It's like, I'm glad. And it's like, I know how to make sure people have fun on set, but that doesn't mean Miles is having fun.
That's true. That's the sign of a good leader, to be honest with you, man. Like, I was just like, yeah, a good leader knows how to take those hits, you know, make sure everybody's having a good time, you know?
And that's what I felt like. I was just talking to a friend about that today. Like, I feel like that's one of the things that I do, like, or all I do. I take all of the hits. Like, everything when it comes to production, you can blame Miles. You can just put it on fucking Miles. No matter what it is, just blame Miles. The film that we just did with the Lost Sex Tape, there's 2 other producers on it, but nobody's going to care about them. Like, nobody is going to look to them. Nobody's going to think, oh, maybe they came up with this. Maybe it was their idea. It's all good, whether it be good or bad, it's all going to be on Miles.
I feel you.
No matter fucking what. And it's like, I feel like that's been my career. Like, it's always been like that. I've always been hey, if you need to shoot somebody, just shoot Miles. Like, it's just, he's the person to blame. Like, he'll take all of the hits. So if this movie profits, they'll profit without taking shit to their brand, without taking nothing. But for me, it's the only, like, the like catch-22 with that is, like, you know what I'm saying? This movie has to profit for me. So it's like, I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to promote. I'm going to, put money into it and all of that crap. But at the same time, they're doing nothing, but they're still going to profit from it. To me, it's like, it's like it comes with the territory, but trying not to let that be a chip on my shoulder sometimes is fucking hard. Cause that be the issue with even like working with DeMarcus. Like, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't have any contact with anybody.
I know what you mean.
Absolutely. It's only me. So if something goes bad, who takes the hit? Miles takes the hit, and then you walk away, you know, scot-free type deal. You don't have to deal with any of these after effects and stuff. And that's just the fucking burden, I guess.
Just thinking about it. Yeah. That is especially if you're not there to even take the hits. You know what I mean?
You're nowhere
that's
to be
crazy.
freaking found.
Yeah, that's wild. Man, all right. Well, let's move on. Let's get something better. You know, let's get some promos for this week's movie premiere. Let's get some promos for that, man. You excited for to say the name correct? SVS Freaknik movie thing, man. I can't wait.
Was that correctly?
Yeah. I can't wait, man.
Honestly, I can't either. I'm honestly, I just want to watch them. Like, I'm very curious.
I want to watch them with an audience.
Yes. Trying to keep it positive, but this goes back to why I don't even throw premieres, because I'm never able to watch them with the fucking audience. So while you're in there just chilling and stuff, somebody got to be outside.
That's true. Well, this one in particular, man, I plan on being out there with you, man. I work that morning, but as soon as I'm done, I'm heading there to do whatever need to be done. I'll be done by 11, so I'll be there, man. So, what
you mean? I'm saying if you're outside, you can't watch it with.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Dang, my bad. Literally,
people still show up, you know, and somebody I
ain't even think of that. Clearly, I didn't even think of that. That's what's dang, man. That sucks.
Yeah, nigga. That's one of the reasons why I'm able to just peek my head in. Like, I peek my head in on a certain person and I have to go back out. Just once again, you know, people arrive late. A lot of times we transition stuff, like, you know, try to clean up in between, like, while people are out there and while the lobby is clean and stuff. So you're running an event, you know what I'm saying? So that's why the No Disrespect premiere was like it was, because I wasn't about to do nothing.
I feel you.
Like, I wanted minimal fucking effort, and I wanted to watch the film with the fucking people, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that like this weekend. Like, I don't think it's possible.
And not trying to stir the pot, cause no craziness by asking, but come on.
And now you what? Like, what?
Is anybody else gonna be there this weekend to like help? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they want to watch the movie too.
So they're not gonna help, I guess. You know what I mean?
Before the movie starts.
Before the movie starts. Okay.
And then most of the time, like, even the fucking the benefit list. When we did the premiere for the benefit list, I had help, but once I said, okay, the movie about to start, they were all like, hey, can we go watch the fucking can we go watch the film? And it's like, to me, once again, you got people working there for free, so it's like, I don't, you know, it's like, okay, go ahead, guys, I'll stay out. So it was literally just me and Gerald, but Gerald he saw the movie already, but it was just me and him out there, you know what I'm saying, checking the people in who were coming late and just like cleaning and fixing everything up and whatnot. So it's like that's the regular. I mean, yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I never
really considered that. That's crazy.
Somebody has to be outside.
That's kind of sad. You hear the laughs from in the room. You're like, I wonder what part that was.
I wonder what they're laughing at. Oh, man. It sounds good, man. It sounds fucking great. But the only film I've ever watched was College Life. The first film that we did. But the only reason I was able to do that, because we threw it in a club. So it wasn't like I was in the DJ booth. Well, yeah, you know, you didn't watch the docuseries, so I guess
I didn't get to episode 8, 9, 10. You know, my bad. You know, after that 6th, 7th hour, I clocked out. I think, you know. I
sent it to Shine. I haven't heard back. I think she got to like episode 4.
That's good. 4. I think I got to like 4 or 5.
Heard. I'm so maybe 6. I don't know. I should text her. I'm so curious to how far she got. But I did it because she's such a big fan.
She is.
Like
she's great.
She's seen every single film. Like she's seen every single film. She watched everything on YouTube. Like she's
great.
That's the only reason I thought about it. I'm like, I remember her asking, like, she just wants to see more SVS material. I'm like, oh, well, there's a whole fucking 9-hour docuseries that if you're
ain't got nothing to do today,
you're up for it. This is something you might enjoy. You can check it out.
That's funny.
But yeah,
but it was good, by the way. Though the document, it was good. It was good. I'm not holding you. It was actually pretty good, especially to be 10 hours.
No, thank you. Which one? I think I told you, like, without a doubt, it can be cut, the fuck down. But for what it is, like, I don't think it's boring. Like, I think it's actually a good story and whatnot. Like,
it was.
I think it's actually intriguing. Like, somebody who doesn't know anything about SVS or anything can look at it and be like, oh, well, I actually, enjoyed myself. But college life in the docuseries, so the school wouldn't let me throw a premiere on the campus.
Why not?
Long story short, I just think they was hating.
Like, why would you not let the student that's paying to be here show the film?
So, like they tried to charge me.
Oh, well, they did not let you not show it. That's different. They just treated you like everybody else. And, hey, this is like
I don't pay fucking tuition at this school.
But
like the fuck, and then even because there was SGA. Like they tried to help me out. Like they tried to do a premiere like through SGA. They blocked it. I was like, nah.
Maybe they are hating.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
like that's okay.
All right.
We tried to go through different avenues, and they was like, pay $10,000 to show it.
That sounds like some hating activity right there. Okay.
I don't pay $10,000 now. How would I pay $10,000 as a 21-year-old fucking college student? Exactly.
Man, you had an enemy on the decision-making board.
Oh, no, hell yeah. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. This is my college days. I was definitely an asshole.
All right. Well, there you go.
Like, those are the days you could call me a fucking asshole, without a doubt. But I was the best asshole, all right? I was the shit, all right? Say what the fuck you want. So, yeah. So, they went in. So, I was like going off like on Snapchat and Instagram at the time, like, oh man, this school ain't fucking with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna see the movie, man. You know what I'm saying? And a girl who was supposed to be in the movie, but she stood me up like that night. She was supposed to be in the movie, couldn't find out she was in jail.
Oh.
So yeah, she had a good reason. It was just at the time I was like, what the fuck? But whatever. She came to me and she told me the club owner wants to help me.
Oh,
like throw the premiere. I'm like, oh shit. And this is like a couple days before, like, because I had already set the date for the premiere and stuff before I even had a venue or whatever.
This is Albany, right?
Yeah.
Is this a big? I've been there. Like, I don't even know if I've ever been to Albany. Is it a big city? Small city? I don't know. Like, is it a big city? Because it's weird. Just a club owner just want to help you. Sound like some small town kind of stuff.
I'd say it's like a medium city. It's not like a small town, but it definitely has like two sides to it type deal. Yeah, but there was a bunch of clubs there, and then obviously their main customers are the college students. So
okay, it's making sense.
Right. So yeah, word just got around. Like, so this is when I realized how much kind of power I had, or how much influence that I had. Like, I'm putting it out there like, oh, I ain't got nowhere to premiere the movie, like just as saying it and venting online, but then just it got to so many people, like word just got around to so many people, and so many people I guess wanted to see the shit. So yeah, the club owner, or the girl who knew the club owner said like, hey, he wanted to help us out, and yeah, so we threw it at the fucking club. We rented a bunch of chairs, rented a projector. I had like my white photo like backdrop and just projected it on there. But so I only saw it because it was just that one room. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was just right there in that fucking room. But for College Life Atlanta, fucking Pathway, freaking In the Moment, The Benefit List, Social, like none of these premieres, I was able to. Well, with Social, the only thing with Social is I never saw it with a black audience. Like I've seen it with and festivals with white audiences, but I've never seen the movie with a black audience.
And what does that mean? Seeing it with a black audience versus seeing it with a white audience.
Well, I just had deja vu.
All right,
but well, black people react differently. White people don't react like at all.
Like what kind of things did the
Caucasian
laughter,
audience for one? Laughter. They actually laugh.
Let it go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. With white people, it's like I would just hear these murmurs, like these chuckles, and I'm like, I don't know if they're enjoying it, but then after the movie, oh my gosh, it was so good. I'm like, was it? You know what I'm saying? Y'all could laugh, belt out the laughter and shit. So it's like it's a bunch of parts in the social that happens that I would have loved to see with a black audience. The part where you see Kayla doing drugs, I really wanted to see that with the black audience, nigga. When the camera cuts from Gary's face to her with the fucking belt in her mouth. Like, yo, I'm just imagining people and like, yo, what the fuck, bro? I just know there would have been a verbal reaction.
Yes, I'm sure.
When that was on the screen.
In my screen. Yes, there was.
And I didn't get an experience. So that's one of the regrets. I don't say regrets.
All right.
With that, because there's a reason why I didn't throw a premiere.
Why
but
not? No. All right. So, hey man, I'm just seeing how deep we going. I'm trying
to see
my
the
bad.
I'm trying to see the. No, look, I do whatever. I didn't throw the premiere because.
You sure? Hey, I said it joking. You knew we was gonna backtrack, man. You voluntarily. All right, whatever. You grow.
You sure? Let me stop you there. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you know what you about to say.
Hey, man.
No, well, yeah, whatever. We didn't do a premiere for Social, so and that was the last one. I did like a little small thing for College Life graduation, so I was able to see that. But once again, for the most part, I'm not able to watch the films when I do a premiere. So I was just that, and then spending so much money on a premiere and then not being able to enjoy it. Yeah. Like all of these shits that I've thrown the benefit list in the moment, like all of these premieres, everybody's having such a great time. Everybody's, whoa, my God, like Saturday, you'll see, well, you've been to my premieres, like everybody's gonna be so lit. Everybody's gonna be having so much fucking fun, but somebody has to make sure shit get done. First of all, somebody has to be there to set up. Somebody has to make sure the flow of things still happen. Somebody has to make this happen. So I said I wasn't going to do a premiere until I had somebody to take over. Like I had an event planner to be able to pay, to be able to do this certain shit, because it wasn't worth it. Like it just wasn't worth me doing a premiere. So when I tell people, that's like, oh, what do you mean your premieres are dope? And you know what I'm saying? Everybody has a good time. But you do. I don't. At all.
That's all that matters, right?
Me having a good time.
The people.
Oh.
The people's director. Miles Triplett.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It does. It absolutely. Which is why I did it for so long. But you can only do it. You just only do it for so long. I was just exhausted. Like after the benefit of this premiere, I was just like, yeah, never again, bro. I was so fucking stressed. And obviously, once again, you'll see Saturday, you be stressed for time because niggas don't want to leave. And niggas have to leave for us to close the bill. You know what I'm saying? So when it's time, it's like, all right, motherfuckers, we clearing the fuck out. I need everybody, you know what I'm saying, go. Now you're being the party pooper. Now you're being oh, come on. Hey, you paying for this? You know what I'm saying? All right, you paying for this. Are you going to pay the overtime? All right, well, get the fuck out. I don't care where you go. You can stay in the parking lot. You can get the fuck on, go home, whatever. But you have to get out of this damn building. So somebody has to be over that.
Huh. I mean, this is true. Is there time for Q&A after this premiere, or this one,
or is it? No, it's time.
Cut the black, get out. Oh, okay.
No, it's time. It's time. It should be a setup. It's time for us to set up. Hopefully, we'll have enough people there. It should be me, you, and the 3B. So it should be 5 of us. So we should have enough people to, be able to quickly set up everything, and then
for sure.
It's like 45 minutes for people to arrive and come in. We'll start the movie, do a quick little Q&A after intermission, then do the other movie, do a quick little Q&A. It should be like 30 minutes left for people to just linger and take pictures and stuff.
Sure.
But what, like Sandra said, like the person over the theater, she said we can move the step and repeat outside, so
that's nice.
Like people can you know,
yeah,
you can stay. She's like, you can stay however long you want as long as you're not in the building. So it's just like she don't care. It just that will make it easier for people to take pictures and stuff, however long they want and stuff. So yeah, I mean, we'll see Saturday. This is weird because this is going to air after the premiere, but hey, we'll see how Saturday goes.
Yeah, it is. I was hoping we can get like a little snippet, the promo put on Instagram or something, but man, we ain't getting much yet. It's been a lot of negative, sad stuff. It's like, yeah, come out to see the movie. It's like, yeah, I never get to watch them. It's like, I was like, oh God, don't put that up.
Oh God. But I do be feeling bad. This is why I don't. This is why when people ask me questions, I kind of just don't say shit because I can't really say how I really feel because how I really feel is a damper on other people. It's a damper on whenever people. The one question I hate this question is how did the premiere go?
Oh, really?
I
don't know why you hate it, man.
Because I know I can't be honest. Like, I know I can't say how I felt. I know I can't say, man, you know what I'm saying? Started a little late, man. Bitches was coming in late and this was happening and this was happening. All they want to hear is, oh, yeah, people loved it and oh, it was a great reaction. We had a great turnout. It was cool. But my initial response is, how did it go for me? Man, I hated it. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, you know what I'm saying? All of this crap, this bitch pissed me off. She said this, and then other person did this, and then this person was acting stupid. This person wouldn't leave, and this person just kept talking and wouldn't say anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of that is what's going in my head. So it's like that, and I say, if you really wanted to know, you should have fucking been there. Yeah, and I stand by that.
Perfect response.
I stand by that to the fucking T. Since the beginning, I've always felt like that. For people who are able to come, if you have the ability to come and you ask me, hey, how was the premiere? My response is, you would know if you were fucking there. Other than that, don't ask. Or I say, just give us some time. Like, ask me a couple weeks later or a month later. And then, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? This happened because it'll be time for me is everything. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if some time passes, then cool. But if you asking me literally the day after, 2 days after, how was the premiere? How did it turn out? Well, motherfucker, you would know if you was there. If you was a part of the turnout.
That's a fact. No,
you would fucking know. How do you feel? This is kind of gonna be your first,
Well, man, I'm measuring it, and I was gonna cut you off, but I feel you, but I understood where you was coming from. But by my metric, hey, was it profitable, and were the people involved happy? Obviously not us, but the actors, because I empathize or sympathize with these actors, and I feel like they did go through a lot. As y'all may not know, it wasn't much of a budget, so them being there, I'm thankful for. So, hey, if you happy, the actor's happy, and we made a profit, hey, man, premiere was freaking awesome. We need to do another one.
I never worry about the first. Most of the time, an actor just seeing herself for a screen is going to be like, oh, wow. And then, once again, I don't think I make terrible stuff, so I've never thought any actor would no, as far as I'm concerned, people lie and all of that crap, but I don't think no actor has been displeased with, the stuff that I make. I'll say like 90%. I'll leave it 10%. I'm sure somebody out there got some issues about some certain stuff, but I wouldn't be worried about that. I'd be more concerned about your profit.
Yeah. Well, you said it for me, but yeah.
Said what?
That I'm more worried about my profits. Yes, that is.
Oh no, I'm saying I am too. Like, I'm
75%
more concerned about the profits as far as making something off of it.
Actors, they'll be all right.
But it's they'll be fine. But that's a hard thing to judge as well, man, because I was thinking about this on the way here. I've only ever sold out one premiere out of like all the premieres I've done. Which movie was that for? It was actually the first one you had did, like you had recorded for me. It was the Cause and Effect McCarthy premiere.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was sold out. That one was over capacity.
There was a lot of people there. Yeah,
that was when once again we got lucky.
What did that?
What you mean?
What made it sell so much more than the others?
It was DeMarcus and Kamali.
Oh.
Like it was mainly filled with their people. I only had 2 people that I knew bought tickets.
Dang, really?
Yeah. I was so pissed. I was like, all these people I know, but people want to ask, hey, how'd the premiere go? Motherfucker, you would know if you was there. But Joya and Antonia were the only 2 people that I personally knew that came out of fucking 170 damn people.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like fucking insane. And I was so pissed. I was so freaking pissed. But everybody else was either the actors' families or actors' family and friends or people from DeMarcus and Kamali. Like that was definitely them. Like they sold that out. Everything else I've done, I mean, the College Life premiere was definitely packed. But once again, that was like the peak of my damn popularity in college. We didn't do one for College Life Atlanta. The Pathway premiere. Oh my goodness. The Pathway premiere, so I made it free.
Oh.
All right. So people were getting like 5, 6, 7 tickets.
Of course, as they do.
Right? So we freed out the first one in 30 hours. I was like, oh wow. Shit. So many people are coming, man. We're lit. Let me do a second one. Let me buy extra time and do a second fucking screening because so many people are supporting and they want to see the film. Woohoo!
Makes sense.
Makes fucking sense. So I buy the second one. We sell all of those tickets and it was like a week and a half. So before like, you know, maybe a week or 2 before, I'm thinking, oh shit, we got 2 sold out fucking screenings, man. It's about to be so many goddamn people. I go and buy.
Should have did a third.
All of This story would have been more drastic if I said, oh, let me do a third. Let me do a midnight screening. So I go and buy all of these DVDs. I buy like 70 DVDs, like the covers, like actual DVDs, fucking covers. I buy a bunch of like merchandise, like shirts and stuff. So the capacity is 150. We had 40 people show up in the first one, and then 30 people show up in the second one.
That's crazy, man. Why did? I mean, I know the story, but for those that, what do you think happened? You know, like
what?
Why did nobody show up? You know,
because it was free. Yes. When you don't buy something, your respect for it is lower.
It's a fact. Yeah,
it's absolutely. You don't feel obligated if you bought a ticket. Oh no, yeah, I bought the ticket, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be more inclined to fucking go, bro. But once again, it was people who got like 5, 6, 7 tickets and then showing up just by themselves. I'm like, hey, well, where's everybody else? Oh, I couldn't find nobody. Well,
did you get all these tickets?
Well, you seem confident when you pressed 7 on that number. So yeah, that premiere wasn't sold out. If I did one, I would have been, you know what I'm saying, a lot more happier.
I feel, yeah.
The first In the Moment premiere was not sold out. I think we almost did. It was like 110. The second premiere for In the Moment, that one was sold out. We definitely had, like in the big theater, we definitely had like 2. The Benefit premiere was not sold out, and the No Disrespect premiere was not sold out. So I've never sold out a premiere before.
You think this weekend is gonna sell out?
No.
All right. You don't sound
I'm sorry. Confident. I'm confident in no.
I'm confident it might.
You say you don't sound very confident. I'm confident that it won't.
I think the numbers will surprise you.
Love the optimism.
Like, what numbers are you expecting? Let's play a game. How many people you think gonna be there? What's the capacity? This is the same one, 150? Yeah. How many people you think?
Okay, are you including cast?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Were you including them before? Oh, well, we can't include them now.
Oh, wait. Oh, like in the numbers I just
told you? Know what? Even with that, yeah. So it's 150 seats. How many seats do you think will be filled?
50.
50. I think it'll be more than that. I think we'll be close to 100.
100 would be great. So what are you doing to secure these numbers?
I am making sure that everybody else is doing their part to promote the movie, including myself, you know. As soon as I get this promo from you, y'all check my Instagram, man. It's gonna be everywhere.
So what are other people supposed to be doing?
Funny you ask, because we discussed that. Remember? We did discuss that. What should people be doing?
Yeah.
I wish we would have went over that, you know. But that's fine, though. I still think it's going to be good. And I solidly stand by those numbers. At least 100 people.
And you stand on it.
I stand on that.
In 5 days,
5 days.
You gonna make me cut this clip.
Cut this clip, and you gonna be like, dang, he was right. That boy is psychic.
Take a picture of the audience and just put it right by it. This video. And here's 100.
There's 100 plus people.
Plus. You know, it's the optimism for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have such a soft spot for first timers, man.
Man, they bring the people.
I think that's another reason why it's taking so long
first timers
for me to get
for a stripper party. I don't know what y'all was doing on.
I don't know what was going on.
Oh, sex tape, but stripper party, bunch of newbies on that thing.
Yeah. So what does that mean?
Newbies bring the people. They be excited, you know.
Newbies definitely bring people, but I think you're not looking at it the same way.
Well, how are you looking at it?
These newbies don't have people to bring.
They some of them do though. Now, and I'm familiar. Obviously, I know these people. Some of them don't. Some like some of the people.
Most of them don't.
Are fresh here. Didn't have any friends even bring the set.
Right.
But some of them did. You know what I mean? And we got some very talented, without naming names. Like we got some people attached to this project that had 6-figure followers. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So
that is not correlating.
It does not. But it does mean the person has a platform to, you know, to draw somebody.
I think when it comes on streaming, yes, but not for
okay.
premiere.
Yeah. But still, for this though, I still think about 100.
All right, man. I hate to be this guy, but all right.
Well, you don't gotta be.
But
you know, you choosing to be.
You really don't have to.
Yeah, you ain't gotta be him. You know,
You're really doing it just cause. But okay, hey man, okay, 100. And I'm hoping. How many do we have right now?
We got like 5.
Yeah.
100.
I can't wait to see what you're gonna do for promo.
Me too, man. I can't wait to see it either. I don't know how. Honestly, to be straight up, I'm trying to think of how would a promo even be cut up for this movie.
What?
To promote it, because I mean, like boosting it wise, like advertising, selling wise, because like you said, they denied a lot of it for the content.
What are you talking about for the premiere?
Oh well, yeah, even just for the premiere.
Hell no, nigga.
Hell no.
Absolutely. You see this?
Wait, who is that?
Ken.
Oh. All right. That's a whole nother. Thank you all for joining us today on Chemistry. We took a little detour, you know what I'm saying? Just talked about my homie, man. I know it's a lot going on. He going through a lot, you know, as we all are. And I am sympathetic because I do understand. I feel like maybe I have an idea of what may be going on. And that feeling. I remember when I was turning 30, and sometimes, you know, you just come to a crossroads, you know, and you just got some decisions to make.
Definitely have some decisions to make. Definitely have some. Definitely have to weigh a lot you have to weigh your choices a lot more. The risk that I was taking when I was in my 20s, my early 20s, can't be the same type of risk
They
that
cannot be.
I take now.
No.
So it's just,
imagine if you had a girl, imagine you had a wife or even a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Not a wife, especially even a girlfriend.
just a girlfriend, man. Even like
kids.
when
Oh
I'm
my goodness. Come on, man.
Gosh.
Like you can't
Even when I'm talking to girls, like, you know what I'm saying, taking them out on dates, it's like it's so fucking much.
It is. You literally have to think for you and another person.
Yes, man. And I haven't put myself in that space where I can. Not where I can, not where I want to. There we go. Where like I want to take this time away from doing SVS and, you know, think about this other person and think about what they want and think about, you know what I'm saying, spending the money on them. And I remember when I was talking to this girl in 2021 and we went to Dave & Buster's and we went to the Cheesecake Factory. That was the first time I ever went to the Cheesecake Factory.
Whoever this girl is, must have loved her. Good.
And it wasn't on Wednesday when it was half off. I had spent damn near $200, and I had never spent that much money on a woman.
You got to love a woman to spend that much money.
I did not. We were just dating. And I mean, I really liked her. Like, I was like, oh, I could see this going somewhere. Obviously, it fucking didn't. But I'm just saying, like, that was the first time $200 fucking dollars.
That's a lot of money, man.
I have
on a date, on like one date, and y'all ain't
on
like
one
official.
Fucking yes. And then I remember I had told her that. I was telling her just like, because I'm thinking about it in my head. I'm like, damn, I ain't never spent $200 on a woman, like trying to make her feel special. But she got offended, like, oh, what am I supposed to feel, special? Because, well, first off, yeah, bitch, you know what I'm saying? You are supposed to feel.
Yeah, I've never spent that much on a person before. You should. Like,
you should feel very special, but it was like,
do you not?
She was saying, like, yeah,
it was a red flag.
She was saying it along the lines of, like, I was saying it to be, like, boasting.
Not for you.
Yeah. Right. And it's like, yeah. And I was like, no. I'm saying that because my cap is 50. I just quadrupled.
You get a month's worth of dates tonight
on one fucking night. And I was baffled. I've never done that shit again. I've never spent that much.
Yeah,
not even intentionally. It was just like, I'm not a trick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about, even I think about when I do get a bunch of money, like would I still, I don't think I would. Like, I don't know if I would necessarily, man. Cause to me, it depends. Once again, it's not like that wasn't our first date. We was dating for like a good month before before I did that. So obviously a month in, yeah, cool. But just on these first dates and stuff, I don't see myself being like, okay, let's go to this 5-star
That's unnecessary
restaurant just because I got the money type deal.
Yeah, you said the bar too high. You gonna be expecting that every time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, but if you got it, you got it. It's just when people do that and they ain't got it, then your first date was 5-star, second date McDonald's drive-through. You know, it's like what? You can't be mad at her for that. But
any balance
I feel you,
at
man.
all.
But going back to the point, man. Yeah, that's why. I mean, honestly, man, I know we talk about date life and how hard it is finding women, but that's why you probably don't need to be dating no women, man. Because I don't know if you were willing to make the sacrifices it would take if you had someone else like attached to you. You know what I mean?
I absolutely agree. But the thing with that is, I don't date like that though. I don't date with the mindset of, I don't know if I have the, the sacrifices to, have somebody attached. I should, but it's like, it doesn't matter because I can't get anywhere with it. So even if I think about that too, like even if I was successful and I was ready, it's like, I can't get nowhere with these bitches. So it's like, it don't even matter, even because I can never get to a place where it's like, oh shit, now we're like real serious and, we, I'm talking about moving in together or things and taking trips and sacrifices. It's like, I've never gotten to that place. So it's like, it doesn't discourage me at all because it's like when I'm out here talking to girls and stuff, it's like, I don't know what you thought. I know he gonna watch this too. Hey, Kenny. And
He is gonna see.
You might want to ask questions before you just say stuff like that. Like you need to know the whole story. That ain't just like a whole story. Oh, hey man, come on, man. Nah. You need to ask what the fuck is going on before it told. Just
what I
unblock
heard.
her.
It was pretty crazy.
Hey, nigga, all right, that's my girl. Yeah, she fucking she out here with that shit, bro. Like it's hell to the no. But yeah, I can't get anywhere with women. Whether like you literally know my situation right now.
I know your situation.
I've talked to so many different women that don't even know my situation that I can't get fucking anywhere with. They don't even know where I sleep at night, and I still can't even get anywhere. So it's like, I get what you're saying, and I'm worried about that as well, but I can't get to that point. I can't fucking get there.
I feel you. I mean, I feel you to an extent, but I guess maybe, I don't know, because you are focused on you. Because you're one of the few people I know that actually are focused on doing better for yourself. A lot of guys I know be trying to chase a woman, and it's like, you need to focus on you. Like, hey, leave them alone. You can't even handle you. Why are you chasing after the woman? But you do focus on you, so it is a unique situation. But I don't know, man. Maybe even just for yourself, leave them alone. You know what I mean? It's like it seems like we're switching to dating, man, and that's fine. Whatever. I thought it was ending it, but okay, whatever. But you know what I mean? Like, an hour in, but whatever, man.
No, yeah, man, I mean, I've thought about that as well, but it's like it always goes back to I don't think it matters. Like I could literally talk to these women, and I just feel like I'm never gonna. It's literally too, you know what I'm saying, right now.
Nice.
That
nice young ladies. Oh,
sure, but it's like, am I confident that this is going anywhere? I'm not.
Well, probably not. But it's a numbers game. You know what I mean? And things do change as you get older, man. We talked about turning 30 earlier. Women change. Everybody changes, but I ain't trying to be no sexism. Hey, look, women do change as they get old. I mean, we all do, but I mean, like, why? It's something about 30.
But you know why?
I know why they change as they get older, and you know, women's like mindset and
women's mindset, their age, their body, their trauma, too, their kids. It's always the kid. I was talking to DJ about this shit. It's always the single moms that are the coolest to date, but they have that big ass asterisk on them because they're a single fucking mom.
I have met some pretty cool single moms.
Some great single moms. It's like, oh man, you're so freaking cool. I'm curious if you was like this before
probably not
you had the baby, because these women out here who have no kids.
Hey man, I can't advocate for that. I do think you get the energy you put out. I think there are plenty of good looking women. I mean, not good looking. Obviously they're good looking. We're in Atlanta, but I mean, like, it's a lot of great women, like physically and personality, emotional. I think that's a lot of good women. It's just, like I said, man, they get harder and harder to find the older you get. After college, I don't know what you do to me.
Needle in a haystack.
Going to the club, and it ain't too much to choose from at the club that you would want. So I mean,
you would actually want to wife.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I mean? It's the actual trying to find a woman that you would actually.
They out
wife.
Here, man. I know a lot of. Well, I've met a lot of nice young ladies, and you know what I mean. Like, they want men, and you know, I think the world is just different now, man. It's just changing. You know, like, women making their own money now, and that changes things. I don't care what you say, how you feel. No,
yes,
that changes.
Absolutely, like, hey, I completely agree with you. Women making their own money, women coming out to the workforce has dramatically changed the whole dating scene.
And they ain't just out here; they out here. They are out here. Like, man, my wife make all the money in this relationship. Like, she, man. Like, yo, like, I'm telling, like, black women, especially, I don't know your preferences and all that. We ain't gonna get into it unless you want to. But black women are like beat black men like 2-1 on college degrees and just being educated, which means they're more so in the workforce. They got their own money. They making 6 figures or close to it or whatever the money. They making the money. Clearly 2-1 to a black man who, you know what I mean, like, ain't making as much money. And that changes things in a relationship.
It changes things heavily because of the preferences. A woman is going to want a man who is her equal or better.
Yeah, and
that makes it a lot harder.
It does, and it's weird because as men, I don't care. You know what I mean? That you got no degree in. I mean, I'm just being honest, and not to be mean, but
it's not.
As a man, your degrees mean nothing really to me. That's cool and cute and all, but we physical. Like, how big is your breasts and how wide is your hips? But to a woman though, that stuff matters, And if they beating us 2-1. We ain't looking that good to them. You know what I mean? Like, women value things that men do not value. We just value different things.
And this is another, well, just going back to like my dating experiences, it's like that's only happened with one girl that I've dated. And that was literally the girl who I spent fucking $200 on. Like, she felt I wasn't in the same place as her, like as far as like same place in our lives. And I was like, no, yeah, you're absolutely right. Like, she had a great job. She lived in Buckhead, nice fucking apartment. Like, she was straight. That was sugar mama, to be honest with you.
I understand.
But yeah, we're not in the same places. That was the only girl who like my lifestyle ever, like, it was an issue.
No, I feel
like every other girl, it hasn't been an issue yet. You know what I'm saying? I haven't got to that point where it's like, oh, hey, this is
man,
where I'm living.
I can tell you though, that would be an issue though, man.
And that's, you know what I'm saying?
To be honest with you,
it absolutely would, especially long term, because we were just on set with this girl and we were talking about, you know what I'm saying, dating a struggling artist, and we're like, most women.
Man, that should be a whole episode.
What, dating
a struggling artist, man.
Like a woman dating a struggling artist?
Dating. Oh. Well, I guess in our case, we can talk about it from that perspective, but really anybody.
Yeah, I think it's different for a woman because of what we just said. Like, a woman wants a guy who can provide and protect and all that good stuff. Like, so she was like, she would, and all of the guys in the car were just like, I know you wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't sit up here and cap talking about you will date a struggling fucking artist. And he's like, oh, as long as he has ambition and all of that crap. And
that
it's
ambition
like,
only lasts
that
so
shit,
long.
Yeah, that shit is gonna last, like, you know what I'm saying, not too long. Like, I can only imagine me having a girlfriend like since fucking college. Like, she has to have a certain and strong ass mindset to be able to, still deal with me and still be, comfortable with how I'm living and stuff. So yeah, no, I don't think that matters.
Man. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm in my head thinking about it. That's some stuff.
All right, you good? Nigga, what you mean? Shit.
Hey, man. I mean,
what out here in these streets?
Look, that's true, but the problems don't stop when you get out the streets. Problems, now you just get a new set of problems. Like, now you get in the house problems. You know what I mean? Because we're not chasing the same dream, but I'm a dream chaser still, and I'm still kind of running around chasing my dream, but. In my particular case, my wife she ain't as, she's not as head in the clouds as I am. She's not like no daydreamer. She ain't, you know what I mean? Like, she kind of, that's the way she is. She's a woman that likes to be she likes to be provided for, taken care of, and she likes security. You know what I mean? That's the word. She likes that stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
As a woman, as anybody, but
that's the main thing women look for is security. With all the things that come with it. Financial security, protecting security, like all of that.
That's what they love, man. Like, even when earlier before we got married, like, I bought like a duplex, like, and I thought maybe she would do the same thing, but she bought a townhouse. She wasn't about to live next to somebody else and deal with what I was doing. She wasn't going to do that. She bought a safe, secure townhouse.
Come on, we good.
I thought it was a great idea. If you'd have bought another one, we could have been, what I'm saying?
Said, but we got a duplex, girl. We living.
Well, we would have been, but she went the secure route. But as I say that, now it's just new sets of problems. It's like, all right, I have to figure out, like, hey, how long am I going to chase what I'm trying to do, whatever that may be, because I'm still trying to figure it out, as we all know. But and while I'm figuring it out, this woman is making decent money. It's like, all right, so now, and as a man, it's like, man, I ain't trying to be Mr. Stay at home, have dinner ready by the time she get home. Like, I mean, nah.
That's your life, my boy.
It is right now, but we've
you. Hey, what's for dinner, nigga?
I don't like this. She is, and I'm like, man.
Man, that'll immediately change my whole mindset.
That's why do you think I'm tripping out here right now? Like, I can't get too many more of them texts. You know what I mean? And before long, it's gonna be, well, you ain't been doing it all day. I ain't the dishes. And like,
whoa, boy,
hey,
you gotta stop this before that.
Like, you gotta quit that job, or I'm getting out of here. One of them two things. Or I gotta become a millionaire. You quit that job, or something got to change. Right? It ain't gonna be too many more of them. But
yeah, that's something. I'm trying to, and that's some other. Once again, that same girl, like that whole dynamic was, you know what I'm saying? She was making money. I was spending like a bunch of time over there, and the way she was starting to talk to me was just like, hey,
yeah, you know,
hey, what the fuck, man? I don't give a fuck. Hey, I'll go sleep in my fucking car. I ain't about to sit here and take this motherfucking wash the laundry shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, hey, man.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Shit. Go out here and live, drive, make some money, man. Get on this goddamn road. Turn this app on.
I feel you. It's not a good feeling. So, you know, I said it to say, you know, like that's where we started, and that's why I asked what we live with. You getting older, and these changes, man. These changes that inevitably, well, no, I wouldn't even say that because you ain't got to change for nobody. I'm just saying. But if you want that,
if you want, what is it? Not even progress. If you want change in your life, you have to change.
You do have to change.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of people, so many people I've done talked to that don't understand that shit. They keep doing the same shit and getting the same result and then wondering, well, why is nothing happening? Well, you're doing the literal same fucking thing. My whole life has been nothing but risk and sacrifices and fucking changes, just in a different way and route. So if I take different sacrifices and different routes and different changes, then I'm sure my life will be, you know, in a different fucking space. So we will see. What's weird is I said 5 years ago, I would retire at 30. Like if I didn't make it to a certain level, I would retire.
You would stop making films? Oh, wow. You said that to yourself?
I said it on the song. I said it on the track, yeah.
Dang, man. What song was this? I want to go listen to it. Why you laughing? That's not funny.
I'm for real, bro. Because
I'm for real, too. Well, that's crazy you said that, man.
This nigga right here, boy.
All right, where's this coming from?
Mr. Positive, man.
He is, Kenny, he got me beat. Hey, man.
Oh, you optimistic, my boy. Man.
I don't know. It might be something. That's the same thing Dylan was saying.
Right, well.
Maybe.
No.
Okay,
it's
all right.
Not at
no,
all.
all right.
Y'all
I ain't think
things
so.
that I knew, nigga.
I feel you. Yeah,
Hell to the fucking no.
Yeah, no comment.
But,
not on camera comment. But, dang, man.
But yeah, man, this song, I was very adamant, like I was very adamant, and I didn't think I would get to this point.
Nobody ever does.
I didn't think like, in 5 years I could say that, but I wouldn't. But it's hitting more home now. Like I told you and Kyrie last time, like it just it's not like I don't think I can ever just stop, but it's gonna be a big change.
Yeah.
Like at 30 is definitely gonna be a huge change. Just in the way damn, is your Wi-Fi not working again?
It is sketchy. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's pretty sketchy. It sucks, yeah, I know.
It's like you're home, you know what
I'm
saying?
It's sketchy. Yeah. Unless you like hardline
and you pay for it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I should call them and check.
Who is it?
AT&T. And it's like fast too. It's like 500 megabits a second. It's pretty quick, but it does not work. It works with one stuff. Yeah, I know. I know. This is new to you, but I'm very aware.
I couldn't live like this. Like, what are you doing, man?
Because honestly, I only really use it to play the video game, and that's when it really be messing it up. And in my mind, I just be like, I don't need to be playing this anyway. I know, but I'm like, I shouldn't be playing this. Let me just not worry about it.
I cannot.
Damn, man, this is wild.
Use it. What?
That you actually like said this, and
I was dead ass, man. Like it's. Cause I go I go hard.
You do?
In the paint for this shit, bro.
You do, man.
Like I I break my back doing. Oh, that's you. You recorded that too.
Hey, come on, man.
This nigga. It was like when we first kind of met.
Much more than comedy.
There, your internet.
Tyler more Quincy. 5 years to make it or I'll retire at 30.
Oh, you said 3 years ago?
It was 4 years ago.
4 years ago?
Yeah.
You know, 4 is enough to make claims like that. I was gonna say that was like 2 years ago.
2000.
Like, chill out, you know. But 4 years ago, Well, you know, man, here you are.
Here I am
At 30.
at 30.
You ain't 30 yet. You know anything.
No, this the 30 year though.
Yeah, it's
it's that year. So like I said, it's not it's just gonna be a major slowdown, bro. Like it's just gonna be.
Like, what does that mean though? Like, you gonna get a job or you gonna move?
Yeah.
Or?
No, I have to get a job. I have to get.
That's the J word, man.
That's the and I said like I have to be in a certain mindset to actually go and get a fucking job. But
Let me find
yeah,
something.
I have to get a job and I have to focus on getting my life a little more stable and doing SVS. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like how hard I go. I don't. The shit y'all see, bro, like even doing chemistry, like everything I do, I go hard in the fucking paint. I have to use you as an episode that you fucking hear.
Yeah, okay.
But he shows up, records, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
And I understand that.
After I'm cutting the clips, I'm editing the interviews, I'm uploading them to YouTube, I'm putting the description on all of that. Is fucking miles. And this once again, it's not that we agreed upon this. It's not like me saying, oh, it's so much work. But this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? This is I imagine doing that shit consistently, constantly, so much.
And I'm sure a lot of other people have a hard time
doing
imagine it. You know, even thinking it.
Yeah,
you know
even
what I mean?
like wondering everything that fucking goes into it. And this is just with chemistry. We're not even talking about the films. We're not talking about the brand. We're not talking about the social media. We're not talking about the music.
And
We're talking
years.
about for years.
Yeah.
Always since 2013 to now, I have went hard in the fucking paint non-stop every fucking year. Besides, you know what I'm saying, obviously my little breaks that I take. But other than that, when it's SVS season, my nigga, it's SVS season. It's every day I'm catered to doing this shit. So it's like, you know, you can get exhausted. You can just get exhausted. And this is what I was talking about as far as like, I'm going hard in the paint, but a lot of those years, those 3-4 years, I'm going in blind. You know what I'm saying? I'm going in with no help. I'm just figuring, you know what I'm saying, the shit out. I'm going over the hill and getting hit with bow and arrows and shit and coming back, taking them out, healing myself, and then going back over and getting hit with bazookas and coming back, putting myself together and then going back and stepping on landmines and then coming back. You know what I'm saying? I'm figuring all of this shit out. So it's just, it is a lot. So I just wouldn't be going so as hard as I am. Like it would be maybe, you know what I'm saying, like one fucking project a year.
I mean, that breaks your heart to say.
It sounds weird.
How many have you done this year?
I mean, this includes chemistry, so it's like it's with the movies, with this, with chemistry. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know. I can't even put a number on it. Like since January, obviously the two films are the biggest, and then and doing chemistry, but obviously just everything that surrounds doing that. But then it would just be, and when I say project, I don't even mean like a feature film. Like it would take a lot in me to do a fucking feature film. It would. Like after this, like I'm talking about, I'll probably just start focusing on shorts and just filming maybe.
I feel like people that do shorts, like, why? I just don't get it. I mean, I get it. I do get it. I feel like it's just stroking your own ego type stuff, shooting a short. Like,
if you have a plan for it.
Okay, not bad. If you got a plan for it, but so many though just
don't have a plan.
Yeah, I just want to shoot something. I wanted to look cool and spend $10,000 on a short. It's like, that's just me though. But I'm also know a guy that shoot features for $10,000, so it's like weird to me. So when people spend all this money on shorts and stuff, but I get them, but I don't know. I feel like at some point you got to take that plunge and shoot some features. You know.
I agree. I think for me, shorts is a cheaper way to get to. It's a cheaper way to have something.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's a cheaper way to have something to show, and then obviously the festival route is built for like shorts.
They kind of are. You know what? This is true. This is true.
That's the only.
I guess if you go that route, but I think that route is stupid. I think festivals
it is kind of stupid. If like how we talked with Shani, if you're not strategic and smart about how you're doing the festival route, then
and most people aren't.
Yeah, no, it's definitely
people just be spending money and throwing stuff
at the wall and seeing what the fuck sticks.
Tyler Perry did it. Here's my movie. You know, Spike Lee did it. Here's my movie, World, and it's like, the world don't really work like that no more.
No, it doesn't.
Anyway.
All right, think you got everything out?
I mean, we could keep going, but it's been a minute now. This
it has, and I don't think
Jessica beat.
Oh, nah, I think it's like what, an hour and
we had like hour 15.
Yeah,
and it's longer than that. I started after we started.
Jessica was an hour and 40.
Oh, we can keep going.
Yeah, I don't think Oh Girl is fucking coming now.
Yeah, I don't think so. I've literally been back in my head like.
I was looking at the time and I was like, oh shit, hey man, no, none of these are her. Unfortunately. And then I'm like, but no, I'm curious. I'm about to DM her like, hey. Like she's been pretty responsive.
Maybe she's in jail or something.
Maybe she's in jail or something.
Like the last girl. I'm sorry, I was trying to find something on my phone. I wasn't trying to be rude this whole time. I was looking for something. I was trying to show you not the only one. When I quit that last job, not this last one, but the one before that. Because this last job I had because I wanted it. Because I had a plan on going into that job. But the job before that job, I was parking cars, confused as. You think I'm confused now? I was very confused then. Had this job. I remember pulling up one day. I'm like, wow. I lived in Lilburn with my parents' house. And I hated it. And I'm like driving downtown to go park cars for $9 an hour, sitting in morning traffic for $9 an hour. And I was like, why am I even doing this? And I remember shooting a video because it was for myself, it was for records, just for me. And I was like, I promise this will be the last job I ever have to take in my freaking life because I hate this. Like you ever had a job so bad it changes your personality? Like you're not even the same person no more. Like, okay. I was like, yeah, he probably don't know. But some of y'all probably know. Y'all
sure
probably have had jobs.
A lot of them know.
That you
Because a nigga like me, if I start to feel that.
Leave. I feel you. I wish I probably should have did that much sooner because that job I absolutely hate. And it's crazy. I stayed on the next job, which again, I didn't actually
can you imagine that? Do you hear what you're saying?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I hated where I worked. But I still
clocked in that mother, you know.
Man.
I think I probably worked there for a little bit longer.
It's like the only example I can give is McDonald's. Like I worked at McDonald's for 3 years.
3 years?
But
dang.
It was all right. I say 3 years, but it was
dang.
I worked there my senior year, and then I went to college, so I would come back.
High school.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would come back for a month, and then a summer, a month, and then a summer. Okay. So it's, when I say that, it's like people think,
you should say 3 months.
3 consecutive years. It's like it was within 3 years. You know what I'm saying? But I hated that job. Like I hated that job, but it never affected like my spirit or not. Like it never because in my mind at that time I was still doing SVS. So in my mind I'm just like I know why I'm here. I know why I'm using it. You know what I'm saying, for something, for a bigger purpose.
Yeah, and I feel you. And that's where when I got the next job, I was working in TV. That's when I feel you. Because like I say, I told myself it was going to be the last job I ever have to work in my life. Like not work, but job I have to work where my bills are dependent on it. I told myself that was the last time. And then like out of nowhere, somebody on LinkedIn hit me up about this job. It was easy. It was salary, corporate. I'm like, sure, I'll take it. I mean, I didn't need it, but I'll take it. And yeah, because I had a plan. You're right. It didn't affect me that time because I'm like, I'm like about this duplex. I was like, I'm only working this to buy this house. After that, I'm quitting. The problem was I stayed way longer after buying the house because then you don't realize when you buy the house, then you got to put stuff in that house. Then you got to.
Wait, did you not?
I mean, I did. Actually,
you thought you was going to buy an empty?
I mean, no, but you don't really think it through. You know what I mean? You just be like, I can see this far ahead. As long as I'm getting hit ahead, I'm good. If I got to go from that far down, I'm not gonna see it. You know what I mean?
Nah, I don't know.
I was able to put stuff in the house, but then putting that stuff in the house costs money. So it's like, dang, I had a little save. Now my savings gone. Let me stay a little bit longer until I get my savings back. Oh dang, my car outside stopped working. Let me, use life. Do I have to explain life? Y'all know what life is. Look, like, things just keep happening. And it's like, before you know it, you've been somewhere years that you don't even want to be at. I really think that job attributed to me just like being late all the time now. Cause it's like, I hated that job. I ended up hating it. I started off like, screw this job, whatever. I do what I want to do. And they lucky I'm here. But over years, it turned into me hating it. And it's like, like I said, it changed my personality so much. It attributed to me like being late because I worked overnight and it was show up when you feel like it, kind of, I had to be there at 9, but as long as at first I didn't care. I would show up at like 10, 10:30 something.
Nigga.
Hey man, I'll be there.
You really done get
the job was not very, it wasn't like, it was television, so it ain't nothing airing at 10 o'clock. I mean, as long as I'm there, you'll be all right. First show don't air till like the 1 a.m. Y'all cool. Or at midnight, 11 or midnight.
I still don't understand like what you
I feel
actually
you.
did.
But like, yeah, anyway. I just
saying
stopped
this
caring.
sounds so wild to me, which I'm sure a lot of people can understand and relate to it.
Yeah.
But
what, a job you hate? Or showing
no,
up late?
just the whole story. I just couldn't
Plus, man, just life.
relate at all.
It's that's a good thing. I don't want you to be able to relate.
It's so hard for me to, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it'd be hard for me to relate to certain shit. Like, I'm sure so many people could hear that and be like, yeah, man, hell yeah. But I've just never been built like that. Even with the last job I actually had, like the corporate job, it's like, it's not like I loved it. I didn't hate it. It was whatever. It was fine. But every job I've had since 2010, I've always had the bigger purpose in my head.
I feel you.
So it's like, even with me getting a job later, it's like I'll still have that bigger purpose in my head. And it's hard for me to wake up and be like, fuck this job, I hate this job, because I know I'm working towards something else.
I feel you. And I think that's what I encourage everybody to always have a bigger goal. I think what messed me up, just like I said, life, just personal stuff was happening. I ain't even like, you ever been depressed and you not know it? Like, I think it really like
absolutely
snatched me, to be honest. I ain't never really been that low before. Not like suicidal and nothing. I'm cool on all that.
I get what you're saying, but like, man. Just like where you're
subtle.
very low. Yeah.
It's like, oh, why'd I do that? Because I don't really care. Like, anyway, but the point is, you need to have a goal. So I feel you. But when you lose it, when you don't have that goal anymore, you kind of
you're lost.
Yeah, you get very
you're
lost.
You're very much lost. Without that bigger goal, the only way to describe it is you're lost. You're lost.
And that's so many
in the
people.
Cycle, yes.
Like, people don't know what they want to do. People don't know where they want to be in 5 years.
I can't tell you how many conversations I've had with people who hit me up and be like, oh, hey, Miles, you know what I'm saying? We want to just talk to you and stuff. And just be sitting across these people from the table. I'm like, bro, you're very lost. Like, you don't. And it's like, I've always felt like shit, because it's like, I don't know how to give you advice. I don't know how to relate to this.
You cannot.
I've never in my life had this issue of being so lost to where I don't know, you know what I'm saying, what I want to do or what my next step is. Even with this, me turning 30 and me knowing this is my next step. Like, if such and such doesn't happen, there's people who will probably, they have this, okay, if such doesn't happen, it's, well, what are you going to do after that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, I don't know. But even with, it's a step that I'm taking. It may not be a step that I want or I like, but it's still, I know what is next. And people don't even have that. People don't make plans for that. And that's just always been very weird for me.
Nah, and up till, it keeps coming back to like these last like 4 years for me in life. But it's like, man, like, before that time though, I totally got what you were saying. I always kind of knew, like, even when even now, you get a little, I'm like, but I know it's going to involve a camera, me, video, something, you know what I mean? In that creative space, something. But up until this happened, this was like the first time I was just like, oh man, I don't know I got to figure out a new thing for life, you know what I mean? But I feel that's a good thing. But honestly, and I ain't not saying these things to be negative, but you still got some living to go. You know what I mean? So it's like, and you know, it's weird because I mean, maybe you got to go through it. Maybe, I don't know. I hope you don't go through it.
I hope I don't
I'm
either.
not wishing it on you, but
Yeah, I know what you're about to say. I'm hoping not either.
yeah,
you know?
hell, I don't. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying we all human and we all on the same planet. Like things happen to people. You know what I mean? And it changes people. Like I think having the, let me get these words out. A strength that I think goes unnoticed a lot is the strength of realizing that you are capable of being swayed or the realization of knowing you're not so powerful and strong that nothing can change you or shake your whatever faith or whatever you have. Like I'm just gonna be always this. But I think going through things sometimes and sometimes having that, if you want to call it fear of knowing, like, all right, I'm not perfect or whatever. This I know that I can be swayed or persuaded or manipulated into these things. So it's like I know now, like even just personally, like all right, I know my weaknesses. I separate my Instagram pages. You know, like I know I can't be jumping on Instagram and it's like big booties and stuff. I'm like I can't like it just. Not that I'm finna like go out and rape somebody. And that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying
just to looking at it is
yeah,
enough.
you know, it triggers things in you, and it's like that's the strength in getting older and just going through things. Sometimes is realizing what makes you weaker and what makes you stronger. You know what I mean? Like just like now, like I was saying about the Instagram, like certain things I have to separate these pages because I can't get on my Instagram and because a lot of times I'm on social media now for like research. I'm looking, I'm just stalking stuff in a nice, not the creepy way, but you know, I'm like researching stuff, looking at people pages and stuff. And I can't be distracted by some girl that just put her booty on the screen and got her thing hanging out. Like I can't, like, it's like, I'm human. Like I can't see that and not get distracted or have my thoughts go somewhere else. Like, anyway. And I feel like a lot of people they live their life like that. It just
This
be
is
so
all
many
that be
distractions.
on my fucking Explore
Look,
page,
see, I
man.
know I have a page for
Like-
that stuff, so I have to like deliberately go and want to
It's
be in
like,
that mindset.
why is this? I don't understand though.
Because
It's
people
not-
click on it and it's nice stuff.
But why is it on my Explore page? You know, I don't be looking at this. It's
You just clicked it.
Oh, so if you click it,
I'm sure they know when you clicking on it, and they
well,
see
that
your
explains
screen
a lot.
time. Yeah.
I
You
definitely
ain't gotta like it.
I definitely click on it. And
Well, there you go. This mystery
man,
solved.
but this is nothing but every time, my nigga. It's,
I mean, hey, it knows what you like, you know. Instagram knows you're a heterosexual male.
I am
Like seeing
very
pretty young ladies.
heterosexual, and they literally know my type. Like this is literally
That's you.
like yo, like how do you know this?
That's you.
Yeah, nigga.
But
so,
I mean, you know, hey man, that's what. Anyway, where are we going?
going off.
Hey
I
man,
think if I didn't have SVS, I would be lost. True to heart. I feel like
yeah,
before I got SVS, I was kind of lost. Like my senior year in high school, I really do think I did luck up. Like my senior year in high school, it's your last year. Obviously in high school, you got to figure out what the fuck you're going to do after. In my mind, okay, I didn't want to go to college. I didn't want to fucking go to college, but I didn't know what I was going to do if I didn't go to college. Like I didn't know, okay, do I get a job? Do I go get an apartment? Do I, you know what I'm saying? I got to get out of my parents' house. Like I had no type of plan at all. It wasn't until a month after my senior year that I discovered SVS, and then that changed everything. Like that changed my whole trajectory on shit. I changed my whole trajectory on everything.
Yeah.
And not even the whole college thing. I still didn't want to go to college, but
yeah,
I figured, you know, college helped me get out of my fucking parents' house. So it was
one step. Yeah,
it just came along the lines, but SVS helped me, you know, figure that out. So it's like if I never made that video in college, I mean, if I never made that video in high school, then I have no idea
I feel
where
you, man.
my life. I would have never met you, man.
Yeah, it's true.
I would have.
Yeah.
I have no idea the type of people I would be around, where my life genuinely would have went. And I feel like I would be able to relate to a lot of people more because I feel like I would have been lost. I had no idea what I'm supposed to be doing in life, where I'm supposed to go, like how SVS gave me the reason to look up a lot of shit.
Yeah.
It gave me the reason to look up, okay, this is what I want to do. How do I do it? And a lot of people don't have that reason.
They don't, man. It's like driving with no GPS, no destination. You just driving, wasting gas. You know?
Driving, looking at the sides, seeing where you want to stop.
You're crashing into
do.
stuff. You're getting sucked into stuff in life that you don't even know how you got into it because you just out driving with no goals in mind.
I want to end this by saying I thank SVS.
Yeah.
I
thank SVS too.
Oh, for what?
For what you about to say.
I am thankful for SVS because it gave me purpose. A lot of people in this world lack purpose and lack reasoning for doing things. SVS gave me a true purpose, an idea. It gave me a reason. It gave me meaning behind succeeding in life. You know what I'm saying? Not just like I'm a lot more happier than people who have 6 figures, nice house, nice car. But they have no purpose. Like they have no meaning. They don't know. They're trying to figure out the meaning of what they're doing in life. But I'm so much more happier than a lot of those people because of SVS. So no matter what happens at the end of this year, I am truly thankful for SVS.
I feel you, man. So, message of the day: go find a reason to live. Go find a reason.
I was
man.
gonna say, but I was like, I didn't know if that's where he was going with it. But yes, go find
don't
a
let
purpose.
it be a person. Do not be your. Don't have a woman or man be your reason for living.
That is
not that that's like sad or bad.
No, it is.
People are great, but it is. You
people
have to have something for
at the end of the day. People die.
Okay, yes.
Like no matter how much you love them, like they can love you back, they can still die. And if that was your purpose for living, now what does that say about you? So
that's true.
No, I don't think a person shouldn't be your reason for
should not
living
be
your purpose. Like it can add to your purpose, which is what the fuck I'm trying to do and look for, but can't find nobody. Fucking add to this shit now. But you should have a something that means something to you to truly like living life. So boom, there it is. Hey man, I'm gonna cut this up in like the 2 episodes.
Yeah, I thought you probably would, cause
I was just letting it ride. I was like, oh well, 1 hour is like 1 hour 15, but yeah, 1 hour and a half. I can cut this up into 2:45s. Okay, so hey, I go name of Miles over there is.
Again, in the comments, look, just let me know how y'all feeling about Marcel the Maker, or just Marcel Maker, like first name, last name, or Marcel Maker. The Maker, or just Marcel Williams. Like, I just, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. You know why I don't like Williams? I don't want to be that honest, but I just don't like that last name.
Is it white?
What? What's wrong with white people? I didn't say that. What are you talking about? What do you mean?
What's wrong with white people? Nothing. I'm just saying. Is it a white last name?
Man, honestly, it just does remind me of I just hate the thought. Honestly, just straight up, I just hate the thought of some old
slave
owners still living through me. Like that just doesn't sit well with me. Like it just doesn't.
I know that makes sense.
Like
I'm not mad at it.
I was telling my wife, we gotta figure out a new last name. Like I want to change. I don't care if it was Sugar Feet, like Marcel
Maker.
Yep,
Jessica Maker.
Ooh, it's kind of now I'm hearing it. You know what I mean?
You just gotta say it.
You effing with me, so don't worry about it.
This is what you be doing to our guests, nigga. Yeah, that sounds great, nigga.
It works on some of them.
All right, man. We will catch y'all next time in the lab.